Hello, my name is Jennifer Strickland Poole, and I am your instructor for EDEC 340. I want to start off by saying my apologies for not having an intro video the first day of class so that you would understand and know exactly what you were supposed to do. But I also want to say thank you so very much for your questions and uh, your continued uh, perseverance through this particular course when we have a new Blackboard system that looks completely different for those of you who have Blackboard experience before. So it's been a learning curve for all of us, most definitely, including some faculty. So it's been a while since I've created a recording for a class, so I'm just going to jump right on in. A little bit about me. I have been working at USC as an instructor in the early childhood program for approximately 7 years. I'm still a doctoral student. If I ever finish my dissertation, I will be Dr. Strickland, Dr. J, as I hope to be called soon. But I have all of my degrees from USC. This computer is a little low. Give me one moment. Okay, a little bit better. I have all of my degrees from USC. My bachelor's is in English. I have a minor in music. I have an MAT, which is a master's at teaching in early childhood education. I have a master's in early childhood special education. And of course, as I've previously stated, I am working on my PhD in, I think it's teaching and learning. It used to be early childhood, but they removed that program. So I have two children, Gresham, who is 22, and Daniel, who is 16. Both boys live at home with me, and we have two dogs, Nugget and Oakley. Nugget is 3, Oakley is 4. I am the only female in my home. Yay, mom. So I have to hold down the fort quite often. Trying to think of anything else. I love to travel when I can. I work a lot. I tutor students who are trying to pass Praxis Core, Praxis 2, PLT exams. So if you are trying to pass Praxis Core and you need some support, please reach out to me. I would love to help you. Let's see. I tutor elementary school students, high school students, middle school students. I do enjoy working with learners. I consider myself a lifelong learner as well. So as we move forward, I know that the Blackboard page is a little confusing since it looks a little different, but remember, everything is in a folder. I think for me, one of the things that I had difficulty with is making sure the class was open because the class was closed for quite a while. In the beginning, I copied the entirely wrong course. I copied your 340p course, your practicum that you take with Miss Carol Perkins. I copied that whole course into this course because I taught both of these during the summer. So those of you who said, hey, these have summer dates on them, yes, I taught this course online during the summer and moved all of the wrong dates in. It's been a struggle, but I feel a little bit more confident now, and I hope you're feeling a little bit more confident. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and pull up our Blackboard page and kind of walk you through it. I think a few people had questions about the reading response template, so I want to walk you through that. And then I want to make sure I still need to go through with each module. So you have the schedule, and you notice that it's 2 weeks per module, which is great. And it is a lot of reading, which is why I kind of like having 2 weeks for you to do all of that reading. But I also need to make sure I need to know who has a textbook, who, if you're renting it online, if you bought it online, those kinds of things. I'll continue to post the chapters. Um, until I know so that everyone has a textbook or has access to a textbook. No, I gave those books away. I used to have some extra actual books, but another faculty member borrowed them and never gave them back. um, anyway, let me share if I can find the spot to share. Share. Here we go. I want to share. And so here is our course. Okay. This is something, the mandate why you can see you should, yes, okay. What if, let me go into student view. That's what I'll do. I'll start the student view. So I can see what you see. That will be much better. So essentially, this course is to help you understand the development of children prenatally before birth all the way through age 3. And you'll notice in your practicum class with Ms. Perkins, you will work with, you will observe infants, and then you'll observe toddlers the second half of the semester. This course, you have your big assessment is your child study project. And the child study project is the project that you're going to complete at the second half of the semester by observing that child up to age 36. She might have you in a classroom observing a child 18 to 36 months, so a year and a half to 3 years old. This assignment is usually better completed with a child 24 to 36 months. So, but we can work with whatever age you end up with for Ms. Perkins's practicum. I'd like for you, if you have not completed the student attendance quiz, so right here at the top, complete that quiz. Here is the Zoom link. We will never have a Zoom meeting. I will use Zoom to record these videos for you, and I will post the video link or the recording into each module. So I'm going to post this module into the week 2 module, or week 1, excuse me. I will post this video in the week 1, or excuse me, in module number 1. I apologize. In some of our messages, I wanted you to make sure you understood that you needed to start right here. So you click start here if you have not done so. And this walks you through an intro to the course. Welcome to the course. What is the delivery method? This is an asynchronous course. Email. If you click on email, you can see that if you email me, typically I will respond within 24 to 48 hours. But the quickest way to get in touch with me is through my cell phone number. Text me. The rather you text me. I don't like to look at text messages or emails if I'm on the go, because what will happen? I'll look at it and then I'll not respond, and then I'll never come back to it. But texting me is the fastest way to get me. I think my cell number is on the syllabus. If not, I'm going to state it here. It's 803 463 1730. 803 463 1730. Put it in your cell phone. Text me, so I'll have your first and last name, and say I'm in the infant and toddler class or EDEC 340. Give me, some inclination of who you are and which course you're in, but text me and I'll text you back. And that way I'll have your number saved and you'll have my number saved. I do not mind if you text me. Like I said, that's the fastest way to get me. This technology, what kind of skills do you need? You need to have access to a computer, internet. You need to be able to type Microsoft Word. Pretty much that's about it. Work some videos. That's all you really need technologically for this class. This course cafe is a place where you can type any questions you may have. We can all go in and check if you have questions. I've never had anyone type any questions in the course cafe, by the way, but if you want to, you may. That's why it's there. I don't know if it lets us know that there's a question or someone's posted in there. I'm assuming it will. As you can see here, anytime there's a message, anytime I send a message or you send a message, it lets us know we've got 3 messages like Facebook or any other social media site. And then the next steps you'll see here. Read through your course information and your syllabus, read about your professor, go through your modules. And you do have an attendance log. And that attendance log, I want to say, Miss Perkins may have given you one. So this attendance log may have been during the summer when I was teaching both the practicum and the course. But you might have an extra attendance log if you need one, if you lost one from Miss Perkins. So here it is about me. Oh no, that's complete. I mean, it's empty, so I will make sure I put something in there about me, course information. Here's our course description. You pop it up and it tells you about our course. It's the same thing you find online at USC. The required textbook. Now, I did send you this link where you can purchase the textbook. It's the Infant and Toddler Development and Responsive Program Planning. So I'm not sure if you've acquired that yet, but I did post the first 2 chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 12, in module 1 for you. I scanned them and posted them. I don't mind doing that for a few weeks, but I'd rather post the link and allow you to purchase your book on your own instead of going through the bookstore. The bookstore does mark up books, and I just don't want you to have to waste your money. So let me know, communicate with me to let me know when you've received your book. We also will use the infant and toddler guidelines. Ms. Perkins will talk about that for your practicum class as well as the early learning standards for South Carolina. Grading, course participation, you just have to do your work. Communicate with me, uh, discussion board activities, do all of your assignments. And I know it will take a minute because it's all so confusing, but it will get easier. So I think once we all kind of get into the flow of things, and me communicating this with you will most likely help a lot. So, and you knowing that you can communicate with me, and many of you are already very comfortable doing that, and I appreciate it. And those of you who may not have reached out, don't even worry about it. Just reach out to me, text me, and I've got your back. Scroll down a little bit more. There's your syllabus and your schedule. The syllabus is right here. We walk through the syllabus. Here we go. If you need to have a meeting with me, we can meet through Zoom, or you can come into the office. I'm here in Wardlaw, Suite 107. I don't know if you're familiar with Suite 107. We have glass doors, just like headquarters. When you come in the front of the building, headquarters is right in front of you. If you take a right when you're facing headquarters and go down the hallway and keep going down the hallway until you can't go anymore, you either take a left or a right. The right is where the restrooms are. To the left is Suite 107. My office is the first office through the glass doors. So just text me or email me if you'd like an appointment, and we can meet face to face. I like coffee. I like to eat. So we can meet off campus too, or somewhere on campus. Either way is fine with me. I'm here to support you. We'll scroll through. We just looked at that. Here you'll see your assignments. This is a long syllabus because it's a virtual syllabus. So this is what the university requires when you're taking an asynchronous course. We have to have all of the technological information in there. So you have readings, videos, video lectures. So my goal is to give you a video to go with your PowerPoints to kind of walk you through the chapters so you don't feel like you're just all completely alone. And I think that'll also help you feel a little bit more comfortable once I get that in there for you. That's my goal. And it is currently 8:23 at night, and I'm still in my office here at USC because it's quiet. The dogs aren't barking, and my son has COVID. So who wants to go home to COVID? Anyway, so readings, videos, video lectures, and responses, and I'll talk about those. There's some discussion board activities. So each module you need to post in the discussion board. Talk about what kind of questions you had, what kind of connections you made when you were doing the reading. what really stood out? What videos stood out for you? Because you're always going to have readings in those modules. You're always going to have videos to connect to the content. So I try to make everything connect for you. All right. You have a relationship project, and the relationship project is typically due right before the middle of the semester. And I think this semester the midterm is like October 14th. So I think if we have a fall break, let me look at the computer real quick. I don't even know what day fall break is if we have fall break. I mean on the other computer, but I think that oh, the glasses. What was that? Schedule fall break October 17th and 18th. So that's a Thursday, Friday, 16, 15, 14. Yeah, the week of the 14th. That's your midterm week. I typically ask that the relationship project be due that week. So you'll have a midterm that you'll need to complete, and then turn in the relationship project maybe before you go on fall break. So you kind of get that done and out of the way. Sometimes students will turn it in. We've allowed students to turn it in when they return from fall break. But if you get it all done before fall break, then you can relax for a few days. You have the child study report or project. That's your final project. And then you have a midterm exam and you have a final exam. And please do not stress about those. You can use all of your resources for your exams. The exams are not to trick you. They are just to help you sort of review the information. You will always have 3 chances to earn the highest score on each exam, midterm and final. And that's pretty much it. If maybe 30 questions, maybe 30 questions. If not, maybe 15. So those are your assignments. Pretty much all you have to do. So let's look at this. This is what your reading response template looks like. So let's say you've watched a video, the video lecture of me talking about the PowerPoint. You'll put the title of the lecture. So let's say chapter 1 and chapter 12, if we have a video lecture for the first module. So chapter 1 and chapter 12. And then over here in this area, you talk about what are the concepts that stood out to you? What are the theorists you may have learned about, or what theories did you learn about? And tell me about those in your own words. So you're kind of like taking notes while you read, maybe some things that you highlight when you read. Uh, and this is the same for every module. So it's very consistent, very repetitive. So you do the same thing each time. It might feel monotonous, or it might feel redundant and might feel negative, but honestly, it just helps you say, okay, I know what I got to do it, and be done with it. And so what are some of the teaching ideas for working with infant toddlers that you learn in each of these chapters? So like chapter 1 is going to talk about relationships and being responsive and being in tune to the needs of all children and their families. So you might talk about that, but everything you explain it in your own words. You'll see we talk about umbrella questions. And honestly, this should have said something about umbrella questions, but I guess I uploaded the wrong form reading response template. So just stick with this. And but umbrella questions are just those questions that kind of big questions or big ideas or big thoughts that come to you as you're reading. I want you to interact with your reading. I mean, it's kind of like a dance. You read a little, you reflect a little, you read a little bit more, you reflect a little bit more. All of that helps you internalize what you're reading. Okay. You may have big connections like, oh my gosh, this makes me think about when I was little and my mama used to do da 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 da, or my auntie or my grandma used to do XYZ. So I want you to make connections to everything you read. That's how the reading comes to life for us. So I know it's a textbook and it's one of those kind of textbooks. It's like, Miss Strickland, why are we reading it? This is a horrible book. It's not a horrible book. I shouldn't say it like that, but it's, it's textbooky. It's not like a teacher book. It's definitely a developmental book, but you can engage with it and bring the book to life. So interact. And that's all you do here. So titles of your assigned readings. So for module 1, it will be chapter 1 and chapter 12. There are a few pages from chapter 13, but we're going to just leave those off to the side. Let's not worry about them right now. What were the concepts, the theories, and explain them in your own words? What are some teaching ideas that you got? Explain them in your own words. And then any other videos. Now, I post a lot of videos. I like videos. Can't help it. But I think they bring the content to life. So what I want you to do is you can post all of the videos if you want, but at least post 3. Okay, I'm only going to ask when you post your videos, at least post 3 of them. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what kind of teaching ideas you gained from that. And remember, we're talking about infants and toddlers, but you may get some ideas for teaching that go beyond infant and toddler age. So you might have some ideas for 4-year-olds all the way up to 8-year-olds, and that's okay too. I want you to engage and dance with your reading. All right. For your discussion board, excuse me, you are going to use your weekly reading responses and put some of those ideas from the reading response template into your discussion board. And I'm going to say select at least 3 big ideas from each weekly or each module, 3 big ideas from each module, and put them into your discussion board post. Now, the other thing that you have to do, you have to also respond to at least 3 classmates. Share at least 3 ideas, share some of your big umbrella ideas or umbrella questions. Don't have to answer them. You can just say, hey, these are some things that I thought about. These are some questions I had when I was reading or watching these videos. After you do your post, you come back and you respond to at least 3 of your classmates. And then you're done, and then you earn your 5 points for your discussion board post, and you can keep it moving. Post at least 3 big ideas, three connections to the reading, and respond to 3 classmates. That's how you do your discussion board posts. The relationship project, y'all, the relationship project, it's based on your readings, it's based on your PowerPoints, it's based on any kind of video I post of me talking to you about the chapter reading. The relationship project is literally 3 questions. 3 questions, and that's it. And you find your answers in the readings and in the videos. That in-tune responsive adult or responsive caregiver video, it's in the videos. You find a lot of information for the relationship project there, okay? But you answer those 3 questions, type it, I think it ends up being maybe a page and a half, double spaced. So it's not real big. It's not a big project. It's just 3 questions, and you have to answer them and then turn it in. Now, the child study project, the child study report, that one's the big one, okay? But it's very detailed and it's very outlined for you when you look at the outline of the project. It's very straightforward, but you have to observe a child in the 340p, the practicum class. So you have to do data collection, observe that child. But if you look at the description of this project, it tells you exactly what you're looking for. And you can use the work in your practicum class to help you complete this. Okay, so you're doing work there, work here, but you can get it. Okay, and you can always ask me questions. Not a problem. And then, of course, your 2 exams. And that's it for our assignments. There are 100 points for the whole class. Okay. And as you can see, that's the end of the syllabus. All right. Now, the schedule. The one thing I do need to do, so week 1 by Sunday, which why don't we, you can see here, these were the things that I asked you to have done. I don't even know. In the other class I'm teaching, 2 of the classes I'm teaching, I still had things hidden from students. So I will go in and see if how many people have been able to submit a PowerPoint slide for yourself. That PowerPoint slide that I want you to do, I just want you to put pictures of yourself, and you can add words to describe those pictures. You can put your family, show us who you are. Tell some of your favorite things, your favorite places to go, your favorite pets. Just tell us who you are. Be creative, but only one PowerPoint slide. Okay. Your syllabus scavenger hunt. I think it was straightforward. All of the answers can be found on the syllabus. It's not a trick question. There are no trick questions. Everything is on the syllabus. Okay, someone did ask a great question, and yes, they are all on the syllabus. And then week 2, so I guess that would be like this Sunday coming up, technically is the end of week 2. And that's Sunday, September 1st. So I will come back in here and make sure I put the dates, the due dates, in this column right here. All right, it will probably help you because some of you are very organized and you really asked for those dates. So I got you on those. So your reading response. So this Sunday, reading response template number 1 is due, and a discussion board activity or discussion board collaboration. So you just add some of those big ideas from your reading response template, some connections you've made, respond to 3 classmates, and have that done by this Sunday. If you need an extension because you're just getting a video on Tuesday to explain this to you, it's okay. I will work with you. It is my fault. So it is not your fault. So after watching this, if it kind of clicks for you and you need a little extra time, just send me a message. It's not a problem. If you feel comfortable and you can move forward and be comfortable. I will go ahead and put the readings, chapter 2, chapter 11, into the next module 2 folder for you. But you can see it's repetitive, everything. You do have an extra little article here for module 2, but you can see everything kind of repeats itself, right? It's the same thing over and over again. So I'll come in here and add the due dates for you. I hope this is helpful. And I'll come back and create another video. I think I'm going to go ahead and head home and fix dinner for my son at 8:30. Okay, I'm going to go buy dinner for my child. But I'll show you pictures of my children, my dogs, my life. I want you to feel comfortable. How about shoot me a text message or a message here on Blackboard? Send me a message and let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if it kind of clears some things up, and let me know what some more of your questions are. I look forward to hearing from you, and I cannot wait to make more videos for you. I kind of like being here at USC in the evening where it's quiet to get these things done. So enjoy the rest of your semester, and don't forget, send me a message so I know if this video was helpful, as well as what are some more questions that you have and how can I help you. I'm going to go in and make sure those assignment drop boxes or submission places are in the module for you. And you will always find if an assignment is due, it is going to be in the folder for the module. So I will make all assignment drop spot submission places are going to be in the assignment. In the module. Oh, one more thing. When you click on modules, someone had this question. Every module, look right here. So at the beginning, the first folder is a complete module overview. All right. That's going to talk about, you're going to find here a course overview. So that's just one document. It kind of tells you what the course is about. Here, it explains what are umbrella questions. So when I talk about umbrella questions for your reading responses, here are some things that you can do. I encourage you to develop your own set of umbrella questions, okay? So read through that. Then when you click on module 1, every module, has a module overview where you find all of your documents. So here, it tells you, here's your to-do list for module 1. Get all of these things done. Go through that, read through those. And here are all the documents that you need. Your reading response template, the description of the child study project, excuse me, it's getting late, the relationship project, the syllabus scavenger hunt, and the rubric for the relationship project. Then There's not a lecture for the two PowerPoints, but the two PowerPoints, chapter 1 and chapter 12, please tell me that they're there. Yes, they are there. Okay, great. Phew. Video clips. So the videos that go along with chapter 1 and chapter 12. Okay. The readings just tells you to read chapter 1 and chapter 12, but I also copied them and put them there for you. Here's a link to the discussion board. Click here. Right here, you're going to type, I don't know how to change the topic. If I figure that out, I will fix that, but you'll see it's worth 5 points. And you can just come right in here and type. I think your name will be right here because I guess that's an avatar for me. I have no clue. Yeah, that's me. So you'll see right here. So Alden, hey Alden. Oh, look at everybody. You'll see right here. Um, there's my avatar, and then your picture will pop up when you add your response or you add your topics or your questions or your big ideas from your readings. So you just come in here and you're like, let's see. Oh, yeah, my laptop got murdered over the summer. Let's say my big questions slash ideas for module 1 are, and then just bullet point them for me. Blah, 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 blah. I really like the way, blah, 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 blah. And then I said at least 3. So type in another one. Okay. After you do that, you're going to respond. Boom. It's going to post that there. Then after people start replying, you're going to come in here. So Alden might come in and she said, you know what, Miss Strickland, I really think I agree with that. And Alden might say, I really like the way you connected, blah, 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 blah. Or you can say, you don't have to agree with everyone too, by the way. It's okay. You don't even have to agree with everything that you read. I want you to disagree with things if you disagree with them. So don't ever think, even though your professors, your instructors are sharing this information with you, you don't have to agree with everything that we share, but we can engage in dialogue and come to a place where we can either agree to disagree or introduce one another to new ideas. That's what learning should be about, right? So there's that. I hope that helps with the discussion board part. It took me forever to figure out how the discussion board looked in this new format. So there's your discussion board. Here's where you submit your syllabus scavenger hunt. Here's where you submit your reading response template number 1. And here's where you submit your introductory PowerPoint slide. So yes, I did put all the drop spaces for those assignments. All right, so that's module 1, and you can see right here, it keeps track of everything you've clicked on and completed. So if there are 24 things you need to click on, try to make sure you've clicked on all of those. That's a good way to monitor your own success or to be kind of accountable of how you're working through. All right, going to feed my son. I love you all. I cannot wait to communicate with you more. And I actually enjoy making these videos now. So I can't wait to make the next video. I will make a video. If I don't get one for chapter 1 and chapter 12, I will have a video. That's my son. I will have a video for module number 2. And I'll go ahead and try to get those readings for anyone who's kind of speeding along. I'll try to make sure those things are available to you. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Please take care and be safe. Thank you. Thank you so much.